Welcome. Today's article is titled Coupang Hacked. This is not just a company-level incident. It raises serious questions about trust, accountability, and data protection in a highly digital society. Let's start by watching a short video on today's topic and thinking about the issue.
South Korea's Coupang apologised for a massive data breach of 33.7 million customer accounts. Authorities said they're looking into whether the firm broke safety rules regarding personal information protection. The country's biggest online retailer is described as South Korea's equivalent of Amazon.com. The Coupang incident is the latest in a series of data leaks at major South Korean companies.
What did you think? Now let's start with a similar case. Several global tech companies have suffered massive data breaches. In many cases, millions of users were affected at once. These incidents showed how vulnerable centralized systems can be. Some of the most damaging breaches involved insiders. Employees or former staff had access to critical systems. Trust within organizations became a major weak point. In many high-profile cases, breaches went unnoticed for months. The longer a breach remains undetected, the greater the damage. Detection speed is now as important as prevention. After major breaches, public trust often collapses. Apologies alone rarely satisfy consumers or lawmakers. People demand structural change and real consequences. Personal data now functions as national infrastructure. When it fails, the impact spreads far beyond one company. This changes how responsibility should be defined. Platforms like Coupang are embedded in daily life. The more convenient a service becomes, the more people depend on it. That dependence increases the cost of failure. The most alarming detail was how long the breach went undetected. 5 months of exposure multiplies harm. Cybersecurity is not just about barriers, but about awareness. Fines based on revenue may no longer be enough. For massive platforms, penalties can feel manageable. This raises questions about stronger deterrence. President Lee Jae-myung framed the incident as a turning point. Government attention elevates the issue from technical to national. Cybersecurity becomes a policy priority. Lawmakers are asking whether apologies are enough. Calls for personal accountability, including from Bom Kim, reflect public anger. Leadership visibility matters during crises. The breach included data from inactive users. This raises concerns about how long companies keep information. Data minimization may become a new standard. Now let's look at 2 expressions that help us describe reactions and appropriateness. Let's look at 2 key expressions. Number 1 is come as. This phrase is used when focusing on reaction rather than fact. Let's take a look at the examples. In the first example, this shows emotional impact. In the second example, this reflects public reaction. Next is be in order. This phrase is used when suggesting an expected response. Let's take a look at the examples. In the first example, this suggests necessity. In the second example, this shows appropriateness. Now let's take a look at 3 vocabulary words related to cybersecurity and responsibility. The word breach. This word is used when security systems fail. In the example, this shows scale of damage. Privileged. This word is used when describing sensitive system access. In the example, this highlights restricted access. Gloss over. This word is used when criticism is avoided. In the example, this emphasizes seriousness. Great work today! Today's article shows that data protection is no longer optional. In a digital society, trust depends on security. As you read the full article, consider this question. What level of responsibility should companies carry for protecting personal data? See you in the next lesson.